Okay. So hi, my name is Nell, and I've been home with pain for over a decade now. I've got CRPS, but basically it means I live my life in pain all the time. I can't remember what it's like not to be in pain. I literally can't remember. It's affected every single aspect of my life, my work, my family, just everything. And playing the piano is something I've done since I was very small. Never had lessons, not very good. But I love it. It's a really good distraction from the pain. But I can't sit for very long because I've got the CRPS is involved in my back now. And yeah, so I can't sit for long, can't stand for long. Just affects everything. I can't get out very much. That's the biggest thing. So most of the time I'm at home. And when I can, I like to play the piano. I'll explain a bit about it in a minute. But this is what we're going to be doing. It's a piece called Suite Bergamesque. And it is by Claude Debussy. I love Debussy. It's kind of discordant in a really pleasant way. What I'm going to be doing in this series is I am going to be trying to get a bit better at this piece. And I hope that you're going to help me if you're watching this. So let me explain. The cold hard facts of it are that if I'm on a really, really good day, I can maybe play for 15 minutes, maybe 20 minutes max. Most days I'll be lucky to play for 5 or 10 minutes. And then the pain just gets too intense and I have to stop and lie down. And I spend a lot of my life lying down, and it sucks, believe me. It's the sort of thing when you're young and you get to spend a day laying on the couch watching Netflix. Fantastic, what's better than that? But believe me, when you're over 50 and you've been doing it for a decade, lying on the couch, you get so bored. I've learned to do a lot of things while lying down. I get up as much as I can. I move around as much as I can. I'm as active as I can be because I'm frightened to death of the future and of losing what little I have. So I do as much as I can. And the piano is one of them because along with the CRPS, I've got arthritis in my hands. And that makes it hard to play the piano. It makes it hard to stretch, to do octaves. I can do an octave and one. I can do an octave and two, just about. You will hear when I do these big extended chords, you'll hear me do it as a kind of arpeggio because the stretching just really hurts my hands. And the CRPS mostly affects the left-hand side of my body. And unfortunately, most of the big split chords are in this hand. So, So you will hear me arpeggio them sometimes. And you know what? I'm not apologising for that. Sod off. So, this piano is a bit beat up because, not being able to work properly for a decade will do things to your finances, guys. But I love it anyway. It's a nice piano. It's mine. I have had it tuned a little while ago, but it's not freshly tuned, so it's not going to be in the best state. And, you're not going to be massively impressed by me when I play. So I'm going to play this piece, probably very badly. I don't like fast pieces, just so you know. I've never been able to play fast pieces. It's never been something I've been able to do. So, you just have to forgive me because I will be playing this slowly. I've listened, I found one recording of it where the pianist is actually playing it slowly. And I think it's just so much nicer. But there you go. I'm not saying that Debussy is wrong, and I'm not saying that professional pianists are wrong. It's just my personal preference. Maybe I'm biased because I just can't play the piano that well. But especially now. I mean, I'm never going to be able to play fast now, no matter what I do. But I would just like it to sound nicer. So there you go. So I'm going to be trying to get a bit better. And I'm using you lot as some sort of kind of motivation for that. So I hope you're okay with that. Please be kind in the comments. I know I'm a bit shit, but hey, what the hell. People will say, oh, just play chopsticks or something. But, I've done all of that when I was a kid. And, I can't be arsed now. The little that I can play, I want to play the stuff that I enjoy. But I want to play it as well as I can. That's the thing. Okay, so this is Suite Bergamesque. This is the Prelude. This is the suite that contains the one everybody knows, which is called Clair de Lune. Everybody knows about Clair de Lune, and yeah, but this comes before it, and you don't hear it as often. But personally, I think it's lovely. Anyway, here we go. Very badly. Just so that you're warned in advance. Last thing, I cannot perform to people. I'm hoping that I'll forget about you there while I'm actually playing, so that I'm not so self-conscious. But if somebody is watching me, I go to pieces. So I'm fully expecting that to happen this first time, and for me to be worse than usual. So yeah, just brace yourselves. You're probably gonna think I'm crap, but there you go. Okay. I did it like that, you see. Why did I do that? See, it annoys me when I get to a bit I really like and then it goes wrong. So there you go. And I know that I should stretch more, but it hurts my hands. You can tell I haven't had the formal training, can't you? See, that should be that. Hey ho. Ow, my back's hurting now, you see. And I've lost my place. Whenever I turn this page, I think, oh my god, I'll show you the music in the actual thing. Oh dear. Ah! In a bit, if you're really lucky, I'll swear. I usually swear a lot. Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay, sorry. See, I've lost it now because my back's hurting. And this is the issue that I have. Okay? And this is what it becomes like the Bermuda Triangle of pain, really, is that your pain starts, your concentration goes, and then you make mistakes and you get frustrated. And then the three kind of whirl round together like something crap going down a sinkhole. So that's where I am. So that was about two 2 pages and a really crap start to the third. So, yeah, that is where I am. So if you've got any helpful comments, a bit of advice, anything like that, marvellous. I would really appreciate it. If you've got anything shitty and horrible to say, then just don't. I don't need any more shit in my life. CRPS is a horrible thing. I'm in pain 24/7. My entire life is pain. I cannot remember what it is like not to be in pain. It's in every single aspect of my life. So things that distract me are a good thing, and the piano is one of them. So if you want to tell me I'm shit and not to bother and I should take up knitting, then just bugger off. Go somewhere else and be a troll. But if you've got something nice to say, something helpful, a bit of advice that could help me with my playing, I'd really appreciate it. Because as I say, never had any lessons. I haven't really got a clue what I'm doing. I can read music, just about. I can do a certain amount of playing, but it's not great, as you've seen. And my time is very limited. So this is where I am. And I really want to get a little bit better. On a better day, I'd be able to sit for longer and play more. I have actually played this right the way through. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pages. So I have, on a really good day, played it through. So, yeah, but it has to be a really good day. But I'd like those really good days to come around a little bit more often. Because, it makes me feel good when I get to the end of it. It's satisfying. But yeah, so there you go. So I hope you've enjoyed this. And if you haven't, then I'm sorry about that. And do come back. So I'm going to make a series here. I'm just going to, film myself playing, talk to you about what's going on. And there you go. You can see how I progress. But yeah, if you've got anything that can help me, then put it in the comments and I'd really appreciate it. I'm lucky to have a fantastic view out of my window to my left here, but at the same time, when it's a gorgeous day like it is today, I just want to be out in it. I'd like to be climbing the hills and going on the beach and stuff like that, and I can't, and it drives me mad, particularly this time of year when normal people, if you like, are out and about living their lives, going shopping, wandering up hills, going on the beach, going for picnics, doing sports, all the things I used to love doing. And I hate not being able to do that. Makes me, it gives me grief. It does, like literal grief. And this has just affected every single part of my life, as I said. So the piano is something that kind of keeps me grounded a little bit. It gives me a focus. It's something from my old life that I haven't lost. I've lost a lot of the time I used to spend doing it. I used to spend hours playing the piano sometimes. This is what I'm left with, and I want to keep it. And I want to be as good as I can be while I'm doing it. I can't have formal lessons. I can't travel anywhere to go and sit at somebody else's piano and have lessons. I can't afford to get somebody to come here and give me lessons. So I'm hoping that you guys can help me with a bit of advice. I will read everything. Just please try and be kind because, I'm doing the best I can here. My life's pretty shit anyway, so... don't make it worse. Okay, if you've got something helpful and nice to say, then lovely, that'd be fantastic. I don't get much contact with the outside world. It's funny when physically there's not a lot you can do and you're really restricted. It massively affects your social life. For some reason, when you are a person who can only go out for half an hour at the best, it becomes very difficult to have friends and do social things. Because, when you go out with your mates, how long do you go out for? You don't go out for half an hour, do you? Sod that. You go out for hours. You want to go to a restaurant and have a nice meal with dessert and, maybe even coffee and things like that. I can't do those things. I can go out sometimes on a really good day, but, I will never be out for very long, and it really does affect, as I said, every single part of my life. So, yeah, I do the best I can, but I know I'm not very good at the piano, so there you go. This is it. This is as good as it gets. And I love the piano, but I know I'm not very good. So, This is okay. So you don't need to tell me that I'm not very good, because I know that I'm not very good. And I know that I could be better. And I know that I'm not. Yeah. My life is mad. Sometimes I feel as if I'm losing touch with reality. It's completely shit, to be quite honest with you, but you try to make the best of it. And I do have somebody that I live with, and so they bring me reality, if you like. They bring reality from their proper world outside in the real world, and they bring it to me here so that I know a little bit about what's going on. I try not to overwatch the news and stuff, because my God, it's grim these days, isn't it? It's a depressing load of old shit. So I try not to watch that too much. Yeah, you can feel like you're not really part of life, like you stepped onto a little parallel universe where everybody else is living life and doing things and you're not. So yeah, the piano is a distraction from that. And yeah, I do love it. I might not be very good, but I do love it. So yes, so that's me, Nell, and my piano, who doesn't have a name. Maybe I should give it a name, Oscar or something like that. So me and Oscar, hello. Please subscribe. Please like. Please comment. You know how YouTube works. YouTube is a thirsty little beast. If you don't feed it, then it just walks away. It just like will leave you at the bottom of the heap. And do you know what? I don't have any sort of plans to kind of try and grow some enormous channel and merch it and all that kind of thing. I just want some kind of company on my journey here, trying to improve my piano a little bit. And yeah, but it would be nice to have some people follow along, and that means I need people to like and subscribe and comment and shit like that, because otherwise the algorithm will just push me down to the bottom of the pile and nobody will ever see it. So yeah, it would be nice to have you along. Okay, so yeah, that's it for this first one, and yeah, don't be too harsh. Okay, I have harshness. I have plenty of harshness in my life. I'm going to go and lie down now and have a little moment, because my pain's pretty bad right now. I should do like a pain scale thing, shouldn't I? When I started, it was probably about a 4, and now it's about a 7, pushing on to an 8. So time for me to get up, go and lie down, and try and get that back down again a little bit. So yeah, it's weird to have done this, actually. It's quite strange to kind of put myself and my pain and my situation out there. I haven't done that before. Quite a vulnerable feeling, really. But then everything becomes vulnerable. So yeah, there I am.